Okay. Um, Whoa, what happened? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, the Red Sashes gang. Um, Bingo and Bandy. Echo is absent for the moment. Don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he did fail to get the drugs, no, the money last session, so I don't want him showing his face, to be honest.
That's true. Yeah, he was separated after his zipline fiasco. Um,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
So, we blew up a house, or blew up a brothel last time. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Charwillow brothel now exploded.
Sorry. Charlo Brothel is gone. Yep. And most of the Red Sash gang is also kind of beaten up, right?
Yes, yeah, their Charwillow gang is basically wiped out. If anybody made it, the Bluecoats probably rounded them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So scattered.
yeah that
Always good.
cohort's not doing well. Badly damaged by explosion.
I mean, they were already getting wiped out when the explosion went off, I think. They were on their last legs when that happened.
Yeah. The brothel and the park are abandoned. Dot dot dot. For now.
I hope that's in caps.
It's got an exclamation point. I'll put it in caps.
Okay.
For now. Okay. Golly, I think that's a pretty hard hit on the old Lampblacks. So they were tier 2. I mean, you guys didn't come out completely okay. There was some harm, and Bandy nearly blowed himself up, but managed to make it out. He did go traumatic.
I forget what. I think I picked Paranoid. Let me see what I picked.
Yeah, I think he did pick that, or it wasn't.
Yeah, Paranoid.
Paranoid.
Yeah, because kind of Paranoid started probably with when they took my letter that I wrote to Spirit Wardens. They must have known that we're coming. They must have somehow sabotaged our bomb.
Yeah.
So you're paranoid of one other person in your party now. Good. That's come from the guy who already tried to kill me with ghosts. So.
So they've definitely lost a turf here. I'm pretty sure to move up the ladder, yada yada yada. I'm thinking they go down a tier. Like, that was a bad hit to them. Because I think the war with the Lampblacks is kind of over. They've got to back off after that.
Do they have anywhere else in Crowsfoot?
Say again?
Salamander Row, maybe? Or are they got to leave that?
I'm sorry, say that again?
And do they have any other possessions in Crowsfoot?
No, they don't. They were fighting. They had just the brothel in Crowsfoot. They've got the warehouse we were at before, and they were fighting over the place in the docks, Salamander Row. But yeah, I'm feeling like they probably need to back off, and that they're gonna kind of have to back out of this war and cede Crowsfoot to the Red Sashes. Which is...
For now.
For now! Let me just check one more thing about crew here.
I guess that's kind of the question. Is there going to be like an official peace treaty? Like, both meeting, shaking hands, saying that we won the war? Or is it just going to be like, yeah, we'll get you next time?
They're probably going to be a bit. I don't think they're going to shake hands with us after what we did.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's no like, that's all business.
It's all in that. It's all in
They're
the
all
past.
business,
As we're sat in a smoking wreck of that, most profitable business.
Yeah, no. At the end of this, your statuses are going to go down with the Lampblacks. They don't like you, sons of bitches, at all.
Can they go down more?
What is-
you mean per people?
Yeah,
Sorry, yeah.
you as individuals.
Red Sashes.
Yeah. But we're going to drop out of war, which I think is cool.
and with the Lampblacks.
We get war dogs. Actually, no, we're still at war. The blue coats. So that's all right.
Yeah, it's that weak hold that just sucks for them. So they're gonna go to Tier 1. Welcome to Tier 1, Lampblacks.
Oh.
Because they had weak hold. So I guess they'll go to Tier 1. I don't know if their hold changes to strong when they go down like that. But I'm gonna say it does. I will pour over.
Well, they
the
probably
rule
have
book later.
good hold on what little things they have left. Like their son on the road. I mean, they got more people to throw at it, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. But their Charwillow boys are done for. That's gone. It's done and gone for. They'll have to recruit a new group of rooks. In fact, I'm going to put a clock on them. Because I'm probably going to... This is one of the things that I'm going to do for the next contracts, right? I'm going to do a contract called Counterpunch. Where somebody comes in and plays on the Lampblack side, right? As they're trying to scramble their efforts to get back into position. They probably can't go after the Red Sashes again, right? But they can probably try to do something to, maybe hit another gang or absorb a different, smaller gang.
Yeah.
But they need to recruit new rooks. That's definitely something. Call that an 8-part clock. Cool. So we're not going to worry about the Lampblacks. War is over. And we did downtime last time, right?
We did the one action, but I think you said because we've got war dogs, you might let us have an extra one.
Yeah, that's right. And since we're not in war anymore, I think that's good too.
Although we are at war with the blue coats.
Oh, you are at war with the Bluecoats.
Yeah, but the war dogs not cancels out, but it's helpful.
Okay.
Because it's the extra action.
I knew there was something.
And the other things. That move has changed in the new one. I think the war dogs is different.
Yeah.
Instead of the two, instead of suffer -1 hold, I think they changed it because that doesn't mean anything to anyone. Well, I know what it means, but they changed it to be more impactual. I think. I don't know. I don't know the newest book, so I can't tell. But
Okay.
I think Sam looked it up.
I think it.
I don't think it's anything crazy, but
It gives you +1d for vice rolls.
Oh.
oh yeah. That's what it was. Which would have been helpful last session, but anyway.
It's kind of wild. Let's look.
I could have got less than a 1 and a 2.
I mean, again, this is my book. But...
So version 8.1 is when you're at war, your crew does not suffer -1 hold, and the PCs still get 2 downtime activities instead of just 1.
Oh, okay, all right then. 8.1 is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on 8.0. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a different version. But you will get another downtime action, which is cool because you guys can roll into doing another downtime action after we do a little intro thing. Now, we haven't taken control of the brothel. You just blew it up. So we don't gain any turf yet, but where are you? I mean, you guys have done some downtime actions to, I guess, I don't remember exactly what you guys did. Some healing or something?
What did we do?
didn't heal. I decided to train for some reason, even though that's completely pointless. 'Cause I wish I could take that back in hindsight, but anyway, it's a bit scummy. I got Conrad, and I rolled amazingly badly on relieving stress. That's what I did.
I think I trained to get Tempest,
Oh, okay.
but I can't remember if that was the case or not. I just know that I have Tempest now.
Well, you've got Tempest now, so that's good enough. So, I mean, it's been some time. You guys have had to do some rest. Yeah, Bingo is all Commander of fucked up. Haunted, bruised ribs. He's reckless. Oh yeah, you did like super reckless things last time. It was great.
A lot of fun.
So, let's see. Well, it'll depend on what kind of downtime actions you guys want to roll into, but I think it's been at least a week or two, right? It is definitely some time in the future as the Lampblacks have limped out of Crow's Foot back to Coleridge, and they have backed off of Salamander Row, and it's back in working condition. Things have quieted down somewhat in Crow's Foot, as much as they ever quiet down in Crow's Foot. There's only like 4 murders a day instead of 2.
Yeah, times are good.
Where and we have, I think we should come in on you two meeting up somewhere. It doesn't have to be in the sword school, right? Because right now the Red Sashes kind of have the run of the street. Now, I will say you have the run of the streets, but the Crows are still technically in control of Crow's Foot, which would mean that the Red Sashes' next target, right, is probably those motherfuckers.
Yeah, the Crows are in control. For now.
For now. But the Red Sashes are definitely on their way up, right? We're doing some ascendancy with the Red Sashes. And they're pretty close to getting enough rep to tier up and all that stuff. But yeah, where are you guys as you're licking your wounds or, getting ready to go out for the next thing? I think ostensibly the next mission is to take over the brothel, right? But the plans may change, obviously. But what are you guys doing?
Where would Bandy and Bingo be?
I don't know. Where do you guys hang out?
Sam.
I don't know.
You'd probably be at the school, to be honest.
Yeah.
You would be, because you'll be training.
Yeah,
I guess I'm... You want to mix it up and be somewhere else?
I kind of like the idea of like an opening shot of like us two looking at the crater.
God, I wanted to say that, but I don't want to be like us just rubbing it in. I absolutely want to be like us wandering the park where the brothel used to be, just like, yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. So the two of you like wandering the streets, and yeah, there's the crater there. It's been cordoned off. They don't have yellow tape, right? But I think they put up like sort of these big wooden fence sections, right? They just put these up around it to block the whole area off. And the Bluecoats came and they made sure the fire was out, and they put these things up to be like, everybody stay out, we'll have to fix this. But they're not fucking gonna, right? They know that some gang is gonna move in and just like rebuild the place themselves or something. Or it's just gonna turn into a shithole in the middle of Crow's Foot. But it's Crow's Foot, who gives a crap?
Yeah.
So so there's just these big wooden like plats or slats or whatever placed up to block it from street view, sort of. And the two of you are just like strolling down the street. What do you said shopping, a market or something? Did I hear that?
Well, no, I guess we're just admiring our work.
I kind of imagine Bandy just like in front of one of these like wooden fences, just like stroking his beard, just kind of like staring absent-mindedly into the wreckage. Then kind of notices Bingo's, I don't know, he's maybe walking out or been there for a while, and just looks over and says, "Well, our handiwork seems to be, well, we won the war. That's all I can say."
Bingo smiles. He's kind of just flipping a dagger but around in his hand, just leaning against the fence next to you. And he just says, "Well, yeah, the war's won, but you reckon they'll remember us for this? I mean, was it big enough?"
I think far too many people will remember us for this. All of this, and I can gesture all around, and then my hand kind of like rests on this spirit bottle. I've still got my belt. But I don't know. I think our best course of action would be to perhaps help the Red Sashes secure the area, and then we'll let them deal with the crows. I don't want to have to kill any more people for this shithole.
Bandy, I haven't been here that long, but you don't get out that easy, you know. There'll be something else to do, and all we can do is just make the best of it, you know. I mean, this, and he kind of, you know, just motions to the whole burning, well, not burning, but, you know, just the debris, pile of debris just beyond the fence. He motions to it and just says, "This is, well, I've seen some beautiful things, Bandy, but this is the one."
And so while you guys are talking and like looking at the house, there's been, you know, there are people like strolling up the street, but as you guys are just talking openly, like, look at the mayhem we've caused. But there's a guy who comes strolling up the street, and he's big, right? He is tall and you know, thick around the middle, big arms and stuff. And he's got like a suit coat on thing, and a bowler hat, and he's got like a scruffy sort of beard, and he's like chomping on a cigar, right? And he comes walking up and kind of stops in front of you all, and he looks at the house, and he says, "Whew. Now that's a mighty wreck." And he like looks at the two of you.
Bingo flashes him a very toothy smile and is flipping his dagger around, and he says, "Yeah," and just turns around to look at it as well. Just a light chuckle.
Just kind of continue stroking my beard after a moment's pause and just say, "Yes, a terrible shame. Who could have done such a thing?"
"Oh, well, whoever they are, they're not to be trifled with, that's for sure." And he says, "I'm sorry," and he like wipes his hand. "Name's Toad. My name's Toad." And he holds his...
I look at it and I give him a strange look. It's a name that I'm not really used to, but he kind of daintily takes it and shakes it and says, "Bingo, Toad. Where's that from?"
"Toad's from the water."
You don't look that wet, but I'll let it slide.
And he says, "And your name, sir?"
I just kind of give him a worried look and like, "And why, and do we know you? And why should we know you?"
I want to interrupt and, you know, pat Bandy on the back with like a big arm, with like, "This is Bandy. He's just being mysterious."
I kind of like give him like a look and just like.
He says, "No, it's fine. It's fine." He says, "Well, who I am, that's not so important. I'm just a hard-working fellow like you two. You understand?"
Hard working.
And but why you should know me? Well, that has to do with who I work for, I suppose. It's why you're going to know me today.
And who would you be working for? Hope not the Lampblacks.
He says, "Oh no. Uh, that's a sinking ship at this point, I think."
Sinking? Yes. Well, who do you work for then? We don't have all day, Toad.
He says, "I work for an organization. They are." And he kind of like opens his jacket and he's got this pin on his vest underneath. And it's a golden bee. And you guys are savvy enough with the streets and stuff to know this symbol and what it means. This is a symbol of a group called the Hive. And mostly they deal in contraband or shipping. Mostly they're an up and up organization, but this is Duskwall, so they're some kind of gang or something, right? Nobody is squeaky clean.
Yeah.
And they're powerful. They're a powerful organization. They have a lot of influence with the council and certain consulates and stuff. You know, they're big in the docks.
So we see the pin.
Yeah,
I kind of give Bandy an almost worried look, because I think they're both at least somewhat smart enough to know that the Hive is maybe. I don't want to say the words out without depth, but
yeah, they are a great deal larger than the Red Sashes. But he says, no, this isn't a shakedown, fellas. I'm alone, all right. If I was here to threaten the two of you, I'd have probably bought, more than they had the other day, right?
flattery won't work too much on us, Toad. But go on.
He says, well, it's not much. It's no problem. This is actually all been organized. I'm just here to meet you two fellas, make sure you are who you are, and to direct you to... You see this cab down here on the corner.
I look at where he's pointing or looking or motioning.
Yeah, and there's a...
Do I see a cab waiting for us?
there's a little carriage just on the corner sitting there, you know, a small goat team on front. And it looks like a nice carriage, right? It's really fine looking, like dark wood that's been well taken care of, and it's got a couple of like lamps on the corners. It's not an electroplasmic carriage, right? It's not self-driving, but these little burning lamps on the corner, and you can tell it's a fine carriage.
I kind of look at Toad and I say, before my mother sold me away, she did give me one glowing piece of advice, and that was, don't get into carriages with strange men unless they have a lot of money. And from what I've heard about the Hive, I think you might be fulfilling that quota there. And I kind of give Bandy I put an arm around him. I say, shall we, Bandy? Once more into the fray?
I kind of put like a hand on your shoulder, like, first, I need to know more about this. If I realize that you wish to offer us your hospitality first, but I require more information before getting in the cab. My mother was very protective of me, and I'm sorry being here, sorry, but
no problem.
First, I must know what you want.
He says, understood. I don't have a lot of details, and if I can one-up you a little bit, you won't be getting into cabs with a strange man. I'm just going to keep going that way. There is a lovely woman in there who would like to meet with you. A bit of a job organized with a Miss Cleve, a Mylera Cleve, if you will. And it involves securing a contract through the Red Sashes. And it involves a gentleman by name of Besson.
Bingo's eyes light up at the name, and he says, you wouldn't happen to mean the lovely, kind, caring old man down on, what was the road called, Justin? I can't even remember what I named it. Wherever his dog shelter was. I don't remember the name of the street. I didn't even have had a name. But
I've erased it from the map for the time being because it was burnt to the ground. But let me see. I don't remember. I knew that it was just an abandoned apartment.
yeah.
That
Well, I say you wouldn't have to know. You mean Besson, the kind, caring old man who looked after many a stray animal, and was also not seen for many weeks now after his shelter was burnt down by hooligans.
He says, "It is about him, and it is about his safety."
Then that's all I need to know. Bandy, you can sit here and diddle-daddle if you want, but I think this counts for me.
Kind of chuckle and say, if you know Besson and you know what you're doing, then I'll follow you. But give Toad one last look and a nod and follow bingo.
Yeah,
I never quite know what I'm doing, Bandy, but thanks for the trust.
He tips his bowler and he says, "Good on you, gentlemen. I'll see you around the bend." And he just keeps strolling down the street, just like he whistles at the house again, you know.
I give him a nod and I say, "Strange man, that Toad."
Can't wait to see him again. He died yesterday, so
Yeah. I was wondering, like, wait, isn't he dead?
yeah, he got
Okay.
he got murdered by some gangers that he was trying to hunt down. But we had to have one more scene with Toad. So you guys head up the street and get inside of the carriage. So like I said, it's like dark wood, and it's like, you know, barely illuminated by these lanterns. And on the inside you can see where there are like windows or whatever. But there are curtains like these. They're definitely gold, like yellow curtains, pulled up. And you come to the door, and the guy in the like driver's seat, I think he just reaches down, and there's like a latch near the top where he can just like open up the door from where he's sitting, and he opens up the door for the two of you. If you climb in, shut the door, and there is a lady sitting in there, and she's got like she has like a, what color? I think that it's red. It's definitely a red, like sort of a lightish red dress on, and a golden bee pin in her hair that's tied up in a bun. And you all sit down, and she's sort of she's like average height, and she's pretty thin and has dark hair. And she says, "Well, it's lovely to meet the two of you. My name is Miss Sparrow."
I am Bingo. I'm sure you've heard of our work, and this is my fine associate, Bandy.
She gives you this like big, sincere smile, right? It's totally sincere, and she reaches out and like takes your hand and grasps it, and she says, "I have heard of your work. You two you're dangerous customers, aren't you?"
The best kind, I find.
She says,
Good, right.
and you could feel the carriage like start to jerk forward and start moving. And she says, "Yes, so I work for the Hive, as I'm sure Toad told you."
He also mentioned Besson. Do you happen to know where he is? I had assumed he'd been, burnt to a crisp.
She says, "Of course. Well, I'll alleviate some of your fears so we can get to the details. That Besson is alive. He was believed dead, not from what happened the other day. He was attacked by some unsavory sorts, and barely escaped with his life. Took in with some street thugs. I don't mean to insult you with that term. I don't see you in the same light as those folks.
Quite the compliment, don't worry. But who would be stupid enough to attack Besson of all people? He's the nicest guy.
As far as we understand, one group attacked him, and he barely escaped. We had a crew intervening on his behalf. We'll get back to what that situation was. We were hunting him down, trying to get a hold of him as he took in with these thugs. And in the course of our searching for them, there was no shortage of bloodshed. The apartments were burned down, as you heard. And our crew suffered a lot of damage trying to find him. You may have heard of the mass poisoning in the docks. That was them as well during a meeting one of our crews was having to discern his location. A dozen.
These unsavourable sorts sound quite capable. I'm surprised the old bugger had it in him to escape these guys.
Well, they were vicious and reckless, and they had nothing else to lose. They killed 24 people that day. That had
Fair number.
That had nothing to do with anything. Innocent folks. Anyway, we found where they were, and during the assault, it was believed that Besson was killed in an explosion there. Their crew was scattered to the winds afterward, and all was thought lost. I'll be honest with you. We had some gentlemen working for us that turned out to be untrustworthy. Not only had they bungled several operations trying to pursue him, they treated him unkindly. I just tell you that now, in case you find out something in the future. I'm not holding back any information. We want to see Besson safe. We believe he is involved in the murder of Rorik, of the Crows.
That old... But he's been... What? I don't know why Besson would have anything to do with that old guy getting murdered by whatever thug decided to make a power play. But if he's important, then I'll do my best to see if I can't see him safe. Where is he?
He is being held, we believe, in that very same apartment building. Hiding in
By
plain
who?
sight. He took up with a crew. They were called the Lost.
Oh, yeah. Fine chaps. A bit on the rough side, but no, we've had dealings.
She says, well, you probably won't have dealings with them again. They have mostly all been killed. They took him with the Crows themselves. He has information about the murder of Rorik, and we believe that the information is within the organization of the Crows. My employer, Jeremiah, she is very interested in finding out the truth. And the Crows are interested in keeping that truth quiet. And they have Besson now. He witnessed something, or he knows something, and they don't want word getting out. Time is of the essence. They don't want to kill him because of the bells. We'll keep people on their trail. We have a limited amount of time to get to them before they can spirit him out of the city and have him killed beyond the barrier.
Okay, so drop us off and we'll hop in there and grab him for you, and I'll see the old bugger return to safety, and you can, I'm sure he can answer your questions, but as long as you don't leave him alive and unharmed if you would, but mostly alive. He does need his body to work. He's a fine man. But yeah, drop us off.
Okay. Yeah. So the carriage does eventually stop, and she says, "I believe that Mylar Clev has some sort of debriefing for you. I just wanted to give you the information. If you have any other questions, now is the time to ask them."
Where is this place? The apartment?
That very same building.
The burnt one, out of character, just.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Strange place to hide.
yeah, go on if you have any other questions.
Well, it sounds perfectly fine. Can we expect any support for this one, or are you relying on me and old Bandy to get the job done for you?
Yeah, she says, the Hive wants him returned and put into our keeping. We believe we can keep him safe. As for support, things should be quiet and small. They won't have a lot of people looking after him. They believe they are hiding unnoticed. It's lucky that we figured out what we have figured out in this amount of time. We have our people spread out. We're trying to deal with those radicals that we had hired before. This is an opportunity being given to the Red Sashes. Mylera, she referred us to you. You all did a great job fighting against the Lampblacks, and we think that you can take care of this trouble as well.
I look at Bandy and I say, Malera giving us praise. Doesn't sound like her, but maybe behind our backs.
Yeah, she says, I hope for his safe return.
As do we all, Miss Sparrow. But unless there's anything else, I think we have a job to be doing, don't you say?
Well, I do have one question.
Okay.
The crows have many fingers and many pies and many friends in high places. Do you expect them to have any other, friends about?
Any other friends about? She says, well, there is the issue with the Bluecoats at the moment.
Indeed.
They've connected you to your necessary dealings with the Lampblacks.
Took them long enough.
She says, and they are in league with the crows themselves. This could be an issue. Now, the Bluecoats need to maintain a certain appearance. They can't be seen working bodyguard duty for a gang. But they may be
But it's not going to stop them if it comes to it.
They may be well on hand to intervene if they need to. We believe that discretion is best here. As little attention as possible. If you take care of...
You might have come to the wrong people for discretion, but we'll try our best. All right, Bandy?
I wish to be clear that if things are taken care of, this is a deal being given to the Red Sashes, that the Hive will pull all of the strings that they need to pull the Bluecoats back, to force their hand to stay out of things in Crow's Foot. And to clear both of your names of any other investigation.
Here's a counter offer, Miss Sparrow. We'll do it, no problem. We'll be as discretionable as you'd like. I'm sure Bandy can see to that, but you clear Bandy's name, you clear the Red Sashes, but me, leave me out of it. No, I want people to know.
She says, I'll see what I can do. Maybe we'll get some posters made.
And now I'd like that very much, Miss Sparrow.
She says, good. I feel better about this. I don't feel good about it, obviously, but as well as I can. I know that Besson is in good hands. Or he will be.
Soon enough. Just make sure he stays in good hands, eh? Well, it's been lovely meeting you, Miss Sparrow, and I have to say the Hive wasn't nearly as boring as I thought it would be when I first met them. But you've surprised me.
I'm pleased, and thank you, Bandy. If you two have no other questions, and she opens the door.
Very well, thank you, Miss Sparrow.
Yeah, and you come out and standing right there at the door, you're at the gates of the sword school, right? And Mylera is standing there, right, with her like training gloves in her hands, already.
Does she look angry?
Mylera always looks sort of stern and stoic, right?
Okay.
She's like a martial artist, sword fighter lady, and she runs a whole gang of sword fighting maniacs. So, she's got she's got like a gang boss air about her. She doesn't look angry, but she looks like she's thinking about business, right?
Yep.
But sure, you guys come out and she says, "Come on," and she has you guys go inside and you discuss whatever, right? She debriefs you also about basically all the stuff Miss Sparrow told you. But yeah, so we took an advance last time that I think was going to buy us some more downtime if you guys want to spend that.
Yeah. I was going to pay a quick visit to Quellen the Witch and try and get rid of this haunted and bruised rib.
Okay.
Don't have any coin. Does the vault have any coin? I don't think the vault has any coin either, to be honest. Might have to use up some rep.
You guys have 2 coins.
In our thingy. Yeah. Well, I might use one of those then. If that's alright. I think Bandy would do reckless. I don't think he cares about replacing it. What about you, Bandy? What do you want to do?
I was going to take a long-term project
Sure.
and start trying to contact this demon that I found.
Oh, okay.
Good.
So trying to bend it to my will, if you will.
Is this how it ends?
Probably.
Okay, so yeah, that's a couple of quick ones. So for Bingo, dealing with Quellen.
Mm-hmm.
Quellen is a tier 2 healer.
And she's a crew contact. I don't know if that's an extra dice. I always get confused on this.
For healing, it's just their tier, their size. So it's
Just their tier.
Yeah. If you want to spend a coin, you could roll an extra dice, but you can also spend those coins after the roll
Afterward.
to bump up the success.
Roll again. I think what I'll probably do is spend a coin, and then spend one rep to roll again.
Okay.
Just so I can get rid of, at least take my haunted down to level 1 harm.
Yeah.
Just because having one dice is going to screw me. So I will. Do you want to roll it? Or how do I roll it? Roll fortune.
Yeah, just a fortune roll with 2 dice.
Okay. Number of dice 2. Boom.
Okay. So a 5, that is going to be 2 sections on a 4-part clock.
Okay. And if I increase it, so it just goes up to 3 parts, doesn't it?
If you spent 1 coin, it would go to 3. If you spent 2 coins, it would go to 5. So that would clear bruised and put 1 tick toward clearing off haunted.
So it would take haunted down to level 1.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to leave a coin for you, Bandy. So
Don't worry about that. Fix your shit.
You sure? I want you to contact this demon. That sounds way more fun. Okay, yeah.
It's a long-term project. So.
Yeah. It's probably better to have Bingo in the best fighting shape for this. I think.
Okay. I'll spend 2 coins and boost that up to crit, so that gets rid of my level 1 harm and puts haunted down to thingy, and that puts me at just 1 part of the clock.
Cool.
And then I'm going to spend a rep to roll again.
Do it.
So I need to get a 6 really, otherwise nothing's going to happen. So I'm just going to roll 2d6 because it's way easier. Oh, shit. It's just 2 parts. Can't spend rep or anything, so... And then we haven't got any coin left, so...
Well, there's still 4 rep. You could spend 1 more rep and just roll again.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I feel bad stealing all the rep from these guys, because I want to level them up. I feel like they're doing all this stuff on the street, and I'm just, like, taking it all in just to heal myself. But I guess if it's this last hurrah, I'm going to do it again.
Might as well.
There you go. It's number 2, so it's just healed. So
Yeah. So that'll... You spend a lot of time under the knife and cauldron
Crystal
of Quellen.
ball.
I don't know.
I think it's probably like acupuncture or something stupid.
It's something. Yeah, I think she has you drinking like potions and bitter herbs and she does some like proper surgery or like applies salves. I mean, you didn't have broken ribs; they were just bruised. And the other thing was haunted. Like, she probably puts
Leeches. Yeah.
leeches and like gives you something that makes you pass out and have fever dreams as she like puts sacred stones on you or something.
She incepts me. Yeah.
Like you're out for some time. When you come back, I guess you feel better. You do feel better, but I think you feel sick at first, and you probably like you retch up greenish brown liquid for a good long while. But after that's probably a couple days of that shit.
Yeah, that's all of it to get rid of the thing that Vandy afflicted me with.
Sorry.
But after like an hour or two after that, you've had some water in you and some real food, and you're feeling like basically back to full.
Cool.
So, Bandy, you want to contact the demon in your bottle.
Yeah, well, contact's perhaps the wrong word. Well, that's the nice way to put it. I want to bend it to my will.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it. That's a strong.
I mean, with the spirit wardens out to get me, I need a little card up my sleeve, you know?
Yeah. Terrified by spirits, yada yada.
Yep.
If you don't, you can gather information to attempt to locate one. Man. Okay, so compel is really strong, right? Now, this isn't really a ghost, right? This is either the spirit of a demon, if demons have spirits, or it's a demon that takes sort of a spiritual form that acts like a ghost, but it is just a demon.
It's on vacation.
So I'm gonna give you better effect for this thing, because you're just good at dealing with ghosts and spirits.
Right.
I mean, most of the time you can just be like feel ghosts around you.
Well, he's got also the fine spirit mask, the fine lightning hook.
Yeah.
Or the arcane, fuckery stuff.
Thingamajigs.
Despite your, besides all of your good gear for this, you are specifically trained and practiced at dealing with spirits. So we're gonna say you have great effect. But this is a demon. You do have to. Bending to your will. Yeah, you have to dominate this thing, break it down over time. This will definitely be an 8-part clock.
Okay.
I have no idea what this will be when you do it. I have some thoughts actually. There's actually there's sort of compendiums or prestige things in the book. One of the examples is getting trained at the blade school, where you kind of get access to a special ability that you can't normally, right? And one of them in here is for saddling a demon to your will. Well, it's more the other way around. It's more like you have to satisfy the demon and they give you power. So you're trying to turn that the other way, where you are dominating this demon. So that is probably something that I'm going to do when you finish this clock, is give you a special ability that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll let you do weird shit with your demon. But anyway, yeah, I guess this is a tune. I don't know. It's up to, what do you think you're rolling?
I know the tune makes the most sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a tune. Yeah.
Do you have any good friends you could choose, by the way?
I mean, the one that makes the most sense is Quellen. But
Sure. Yeah. She's like fixing me up. She's like, you just want to add a pinch of spice. Pinch? Fuck it. Right.
Yeah, maybe this is like a whole ritual thing, right? Like she creates a magic circle of some kind or something for you to sit in.
Yeah.
It's probably not salt. Maybe it's sacred stones again, right? That she like lays out that are basically demon bane charms and spirit charms and things like that all around you as you're supposed to like attune to this bottle and like master this demon's will. Cool. Let's roll that with your attune. You get an extra dice from Quellen.
Cool.
I guess I could give you a devil's bargain.
A demon's bargain.
A demon's bargain.
I mean, the one that comes to me is that it's not going to be a one-sided relationship. That the demon's going to be like, sure, I can help you with this, but I need this too. You know,
Okay.
whenever I want to use this demon, I'm going to have to pay a price somehow.
Yeah. So it's you can't dominate it entirely, but you can get it to respect you to the point that it will make a deal with you where you guys kind of trade power with each other. Is that going to be equal? Probably never. But can you try to get the upper hand on them? Will they try to get the upper hand on you? Constantly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I'll give you an extra dice for that. That's great. That's perfect.
Cool. I kind of like that more Faustian bargain. Desperate or risky?
The stance doesn't really matter. You could just say risky.
All right.
But you do have great effect.
Cool. Here we go. 2 extra bonus dice. Right. And whew. Jesus.
Okay.
6s. Oh wow, yeah, that's kind of shit.
So, let me refer to my downtime sheet here.
6 is like 3 out of
I
8.
think it is 3.
But only one
Yeah.
coin will put that up to 5.
Well, you already had great effect, so I'm just going to give you an extra tick anyway. So you're going to get 4 sections out of that. Now, if you spend a coin, that will go to 6 if you have any coins. But I don't think we have any coins anywhere.
I might have spent all of them.
No
That's
problem.
why I felt bad.
That's fine.
I mean, next downtime action, I can finish it off probably.
Yeah, I mean, you're halfway to mastering a demon, so there you go.
Pretty
You can
good.
sell that staff I picked up in the first session.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, how are you guys thinking about doing? Well, maybe we should take. What are we? We're right at an hour. Let's take a quick break. Just quick 4 or 5 minute break, and then just go after this mission. See how you guys handle that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So